guys, Tobias here with Tobias Pastures, and this is
on Arctic
with Tobias Pastures as well. We're going to talk about our 3-pound bee package setup. We bought ourselves some bees. They're coming May 15th. We're going to put them in this hive here. We're brand new beekeepers, got a lot of learning to do, and want to take you on the adventures. We got our bees from upbees.com. They're a local Michigan bee company. We've been doing research on bees, I'll say well over a year now before we decided to get them. We wanted to learn as much as we could, the process of the bee, as much as we can, about some of the predators of the bee, etc. We want to be helpful to the bee. So we've watched a lot of people such as 628 Dirt Rooster, Jeff Horchoff bees, Mr. Ed, they call them, Barnyard Bees, JC's Bees, JP the Bee Man, Dr. Leo, Sharskin, Cayman Reynolds, or a few. Got a lot of advice, and going to take everything I've learned from them and kind of make it our own way. We got ourselves 10 acres we're going to put these bees on. We're going to start with one hive and go from there. But I figured to talk a little bit about some of the tools and the equipment. So show them how it works.
So you have to push this, then the air or smoke, whatever you call it, goes out, and I guess alarms the bees.
Why don't you show them your gloves too now?
This is Foxtown Bee Company gloves, and
they're ventilated and they're nice looking. Ready to get them all covered in wax and honey? Show them your suit there.
this is my suit, and it's kind of have to be careful when you put it on arms first through these holes. Then you have to take the holes out and then pull this off to.
It's kind of complicated.
Yeah.
You get tangled up in it. But yeah, that'll keep you safe, eh? Pretty nice. We'll probably wear hoodies underneath of them too, just to guarantee that them stingers aren't going to go through, because the material isn't that thick, but we're more worried about our faces than anything. There's my suit. My gloves right here. I got the same Foxhound Bee Company, but mine are leather and canvas. I don't have the nice vented ones like Owen. And then these are our tools. This one here is just a basic model. It's got a bend in it like that, little nail hole for prying things, you know. And then the one Owen has there has a J-hook on it that helps getting up under the frames and lifting it up. Because it's kind of hard getting your fingers in there, especially if you're wearing the gloves. It's hard to get in there. This is my smoker. Only gave a good description of that. This is our bee brush. Get the bees out of the way without having to hit them with anything hard and squish them on accident. This is our hive. This is our hive lid here. It's covered with metal, so no water can build up on it, and even if it does, it'll run right off. This here, I will only be using one brood box for my 3-pound package. If there's a flow going on, if there's nectar and stuff to be had, which it should be by May 15th, but just in case, I have the honey super on there, empty honey super on there, so I can get in and feed the bees with the feeder if there's no nectar flow. This feeder is, you pour the sugar water syrup in here, the bees come up through the hole. This here kind of goes down like that. The bees go down, can get a drink, come back and go in, and they won't come out into the hive here because it's sugar water up there, so it's kind of traps them in there. And they can drink and go in the hive, and nothing else will get to the feed except for the bees. This is just a lid. These are beetle traps. We put vegetable oil in them, and the bees chase the hive beetles into them. No matter what, you're gonna have hive beetles, from what I understand. So I'm gonna try and prevent them from the get-go, or at least have somewhere for the bees to chase them. The bees will trap the hive beetle by themselves in the hive with propolis and cage them inside the propolis, and then they'll die. But I kind of try to help the bees out, make it a little bit easier on them. This is a frame, black frame, and what do we coat these with?
They're
Beeswax.
whatever.
The nectar turns to honey. Okay. And these are hive frames. They're black. I got the black ones so I could see the larva when I inspect them to make sure the queen's laying eggs. Coated them heavily in wax, so pretty sure the bees will take to them and draw them out.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Bees.
Bees who?
No business.